Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing the military spouse tag that a couple of my friends did and like I see on YouTube, so I'm going to go ahead and get right into that. Okay, so question number one, how did you and your spouse meet? So me and Mark met through the internet. He was stationed in Hawaii and I'm from Hawaii, and we met online through a website called OkCupid, and after 3 days of talking on OkCupid we decided to meet in person, and then we just hit it off, and that was our whole story pretty much. So the second question is, how old were you two when you guys met? I was 19 at the time and Mark was 22, I believe. 19, 21, yeah, 22. He was 22 when we first met. Question number three, how long have you guys been together? This February we'll be together for 4 years and then married too. Our wedding anniversary is in July, and that will be 3 years married. So, question number four, where are you and your spouse originally from? I'm from Hawaii and Mark is from Colorado. Question number five, how did you feel about him joining the military? I actually didn't meet him when he first joined the military. I met him after his first base station, which was in Germany, so I didn't know him back then. Question number six is, where did your spouse go to basic training? I honestly don't know. I should probably ask him though. I'm thinking, I don't know. I'll insert it here like when I find out. Question number seven, has your spouse ever been deployed? No, he has never been deployed, but he has gone on multiple TDYs and you know, for like 2 or 3 weeks at a time. Like, that's not too bad for a lot of military spouses. That's like heaven. But yeah, my husband has never been deployed. Question number nine, how long have you been a military spouse? I've been a military spouse for 2 years now, and in July I'll be 3 years because that's when our wedding anniversary is. Question number 10 is, did you marry him before or after he joined? And I married him after he joined. Again, I didn't know him when he first joined and went to his first base station in Ramstein, so I didn't really meet him until he was 3 years into being a military person. Question number 11 is, how did your spouse propose? And this is a crazy question, and it's still like mind-boggling to me because I don't know, for some reason I didn't know that he was gonna propose, but it was so obvious now that I look back on it. So he got us a hotel room in one of the nicest hotels in Hawaii, Halekulani, and we had dinner reservations that night, and the dinner reservation was expensive. Like, he spent almost $1,000 on dinner, and that should have been like a ding in my head, like a light bulb, like, oh my god, this is gonna be like the night. But for me, like, I didn't know because it was also our 1 year anniversary, so I just thought he was going big on our 1 year anniversary, but it turns out he was also proposing. So we had dinner at this really, really nice restaurant, and the entrees were so small. Like, it was like a 9-course dinner, but every single entree was like this big, like literally this big. And it was ridiculous. But you know, I still enjoyed myself. I still embraced the experience because I've never experienced something like that. And then after dinner, we went straight to our hotel room and we were looking at the stars, and he had a bottle of champagne. Yeah, he had a bottle of champagne and he pulled it out and he poured us champagne and we started drinking and we were just looking at the stars, and he goes back to his backpack, and like, as I was looking at the stars, he grabbed something and he said something along the lines of this. He said, you know, this is our first time in a really nice hotel. This is the first time having an anniversary. And like, I was turned around at this point, and then he said, this is the first time I'm proposing to you. And so I turn around and he's like on his knee and he has the ring, like that. I don't know. It was like, I cried. It was really romantic. And it's crazy that I didn't know. Like, I didn't know. Also, not only did he pay for the hotel as well as the dinner, but he paid for my whole entire outfit. So I had a dress, heels, and then like a Coach purse, and he bought all of that because he was like, oh, it's a special occasion, we have to go all out. So he paid for all of that, and it's ridiculous. Like, it's still mind-blowing to me. Question number 12 is, where did you two get married? And we did get married in Hawaii, but we didn't do like a really big wedding. We had just like a court wedding, or what you want to say. We just went to this place and my family was there, my whole entire family was there, and we just got married in this like small little room. It was really nice. I really enjoyed it because I didn't want a big wedding, but you know, probably when we renew our vows, we'll do something bigger. I'm not sure. I don't know. Question number 14 is, did he wear his uniform at the wedding? No, he did not. He wore, I don't even know what he wore. He wore a really cute outfit. Like, it's cute. I liked it a lot. And like, he still has it in his closet. Like, I tell him that like, I never want him to get rid of that outfit. Like ever. Question number 15 is, where are you and your spouse currently stationed? We're currently stationed in Alabama. Question number 16 is, do you guys live on base? No, we do not live on base. We lived on base or kind of on base in Hawaii. We live with base housing, and we loved our first house, but one of the biggest things that we wanted here was to have our own house with a backyard, because in Hawaii we did not have a backyard. So that was like one of our biggest things that we wanted, and we found a house. We found a perfect house. Question number 17 is, how long were you married when you first had to go through your first separation? I actually do not know like how long we were married, but again, my husband has only been on TDYs and they're 2 to 3 weeks at a time. Like, that's like the maximum time, so it's nothing too crazy. Question number 18 is, what is your favorite base so far? I don't know about my husband's opinion, because my husband has been to 3 bases now. He's been to Ramstein in Germany, Hawaii, as well as Alabama. And for me, it's just Hawaii and Alabama, and my favorite base so far, it has to be Hawaii, because, you know, I just love Hawaii and I love all the people there. I love the environment, and the bases are so different. And in Hawaii, it's much different than the base here. Question number 19 is, do you think your spouse looks really good in uniform? Yeah, I think he looks really handsome. Like, okay, so I totally forgot a question back. Like, I'm looking at my list and I forgot a question. And that question was, have you ever been to a promotion ceremony? And yes, I have been to a promotion ceremony for my husband. He made staff last year and I was able to go to his promotion ceremony for that. Question number 20 is, do you think military life is more advanced? This answer changes for a lot of people. I do think military life is more advanced because, you know, you see younger couples get married because, you know, their spouse is joining the military, or, you know, I know a lot of people who start families really young. I also know, you know, this is like my opinion. I also know a lot of people who have husbands who deploy, and that in itself is so hard. Like, I can only imagine how strong they have to be, and to be able to keep down the fort at home, and to be able to do all the paperwork, all the deployment like packages, get everything ready. I do think military life is more advanced because of those things. Like getting married really young, I noticed that is a big thing. People get married really young, which is really cool. I mean, I got married really young. And then as well as the whole deployment aspect is also like really advanced, I think, because when you get married, like as a civilian, you don't have to think, well, in a lot of jobs, you don't have to think that your husband is gonna go somewhere for like 6 months to a year and you don't know what's gonna be going on while they're gone. If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, my husband never deployed and I'm really grateful for that, but I do know that one of the biggest things of being a military spouse is knowing that, you know, when your husband does want to deploy, you have to let them go. So Mark has already discussed with me that he does want to deploy sometime within his military career, and I am totally okay with that. Question number 21 is, do you like the benefits you receive as a military dependent? I do get free like medical, dental, eye exams and all that. It's really nice. You also have access to like the base commissary, which is cheaper groceries, as well as like a plethora of different things that the base gives you. You get to meet a lot of people, a lot of connections, and it's just like a really good time. Question number 22 is, do you have a lot of military spouse friends? I actually do have a lot of military spouse friends, but I think I have more military friends than military spouse friends. When I was in Hawaii. I used to work at a gym and I made a lot of military friends as well as military spouse friends. I just think I have more military friends than military spouse friends, if that makes sense. Question number 23 is, what is the hardest part of military life? The hardest part of military spouse life is the move. Like, I knew that we were gonna move sooner or later, but I didn't think it was gonna be as hard as it was on me. You know, I did go through like a really sad, depressive time, like a small depression, but I'm out of it now and I'm good. And that was probably the hardest part though, just the move, like moving away from your family, moving away from everything you know, and starting somewhere like different. Question number 24 is, do you own any military spouse things? No, I do not. Yeah, I don't. Question number 25, last question, is, do you support your spouse as a member of the military? Yes, I do support him with all my heart. You know, whatever choices he makes as a military member, you know, it's his choice. I will support him completely. You know, that's one of the things that you have to learn, is that you not only marry your spouse, but you also marry into the military. The community is really, really great, but you know, you do have to make sacrifices when you need to. Alright guys, so that's the military spouse tag. I hope you guys got a little more information as far as who I am as a military spouse. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next vlog probably. Bye. So somebody came to our door and like, the office is like really close to the like front door, and I have a big window open and they just saw me filming, so that was kind of weird. Anyways,